Well, I was going on about it for days, weeks, months, and Seb, it did not let us down. I told you about the 24-degree Wednesday, and it actually set records, mate. What an unbelievable day to be alive.
First day over whatever it was, 26 in 32 years or something. It was actually pretty good. Like I didn't realize I missed that weather as much as I did as when it came around yesterday, and we actually sat out in the open in the sun.
Yeah,
yesterday.
we did. It makes a difference to your motivation, I reckon. Like I was sitting
Why
there.
have you still
done
done fuck all then? Like, what have you done in the last 2 days? I haven't seen you lift a finger. You've got your shoes off. No one can see. Like you haven't done. Nothing's changed yet.
No, but it's about the mental state, right?
Okay.
I thought, geez, if this continued, maybe after a few days I would do something.
And you started, so.
Well, no, because it's raining
It's still
today.
raining again, yeah. You need a couple days of it.
Exactly.
We'll
right.
get to the weather report later on, but the weather hopefully will continue to improve from here. I think in this podcast you're going to hear us head out to the, what is it, Ferris wheel?
Yeah, so
the new Ferris wheel?
Yeah, so just us two today, but we are going to have a very, very special guest jump on a call with us very soon with one of the all-time news stories.
I think it would be up there for the year. Like this will be in your weekly wrap one.
Have to be.
Yeah.
Have to be. What a guy.
He's a ripper. Adam Breen, for those who haven't seen him, he was on the Brown Cardigan this week, and it's got millions of views. I actually thought when I first saw the video, for those who haven't seen it, the guy at the Korean Dan Murphy's who sees a thief trying to reverse a car with the handbrake on, which isn't smart. Cars don't like doing that. They don't like moving with the handbrake on. So he's recorded it, and then he's ended up performing a citizen's arrest, which is quite impressive.
Yes. So,
we'll talk to him.
Yeah, we'll talk to him very soon at the end of the rest of the news headlines, and then we're gonna go off to this beautiful Ferris wheel in the CBD because we spoke about it a couple of weeks ago. I thought you and Carly were a little bit pessimistic about the Ferris wheel.
I need to be like not blown away, but I just need to be like, oh, I've probably underrated Ferris wheels for all these years. Not that I think about Ferris wheels all that often and how they're going.
We're gonna go explore that. That'll be a separate video.
Do you want the news headlines?
So yeah, it's been a absolutely massive week, Sebi, and as always, we kick off with the headlines. Looking forward to this.
This is a good one today. I'm pretty happy with this. WA outshines all again as sandgropers lead the way with a pipe. The meth pipe, that is, claiming top spot for crystal use in Australia. Up next, the World Meth Championships. FIFO workers after what they deserve, $1 million pay rise while working half a year and already getting paid $1 million as BHB workers plan to strike. And in one of the biggest plot twists of the year, Colin the Lollipop Man may have been allegedly a little creepy. I say again because it's still before the courts, allegedly. This is West Bias News. I thought it was pretty good.
I was pretty happy with some of your best work.
Yeah, thanks.
I think we start where you ended there.
Yeah.
The Lollipop Man. Now, as we say, this one's before the courts.
Yes.
There's a bit of back and forth.
He has pleaded guilty, the defendant, so the man who assaulted Colin the Lollipop Man, who was 82. And we actually did speak about it a few weeks ago when they were still looking for the assaulter or the one who committed the crime. And now it's been revealed in court and his sentencing has been pushed back because Colin allegedly to the defendant has been acting probably not the way you want to be acting as a lollipop man. Again, we don't know if it's true. The court have taken this into consideration. He hasn't been charged with anything, of course, Colin, but it just gives a reason as to why he assaulted him, which is still, you shouldn't assault people. He has gone to him and said, look, please stop talking to my girlfriend. This is the person who allegedly has ended up, he's been charged now and he's pleaded guilty to assaulting Colin. But in the end, there's been a fair bit exchanged between the two. There's a history between the man who assaulted and the man who was the victim, Colin, and we'll eventually get to a result. But it is just a great example of there's always two sides to a story because we hear about this news story 3 weeks ago. Some blokes just randomly attacked a lollipop man, pensioner, who's just working. And then there's the other side of the story that now comes out that Colin apparently wasn't acting that good, well, and proper. And we'll probably find a third side of the story, which is the truth, which is what the court's job is to do. It's just a great example, and that is democracy at its finest. We're finding results, and unfortunately, Colin was badly injured, which he shouldn't have been. So, he pleads guilty. He says he's sorry. He didn't go about it the right way. We'll end up with a charge and a sentence soon, but That is probably one of the more intriguing stories of the year.
Yeah, well, I think I saw a quote from the judge saying this context is very important. And
It is very important.
It is, and no, the assault charge can't be thrown out the window.
Well,
that still happened.
It's not a brazen assault anymore.
No, it's not unprovoked. Is it unprovoked? It's unprovoked from a physical level.
Well, what he did say, Colin, allegedly again to the man that assaulted him was, "Go back to your own country," which you can't say. That is racism at its finest. So to have that now added into it, whether it actually happened or not, that's for the judge to decide.
But compared to a few weeks ago where it was just an awful young man smashing an old bloke who's trying to do his job and all that.
Lots of context.
There's a little bit more to it.
There's a lot more to the story.
A little bit more to it. So that is important to take into consideration. Now, I came across this one today. The City of Stirling has some new rules. Now, some of the rules include a fishing ban. Probably not as controversial as the other fishing ban.
Yep.
The one that got me was kind of hidden in this article, but there's a vape ban. So anyone caught using a vape or smoking within 5 meters of any entrance, exit, or opening of premises on local government property could be fined $125.
I didn't know local councils could make up laws like this. They clearly can, but $125 for an entrance to it, I feel like a lot of people get done. We don't vape, neither of us do.
On local government property. So then say it's a pub.
No, it's kind of that. That's not a local property. No. It has to be would it be?
The library.
Yeah, the library.
Just having a read. Oh, no, I've just got to have a chuff.
Having a vape. Community centres. I mean, who's going there? Are there many vapors that go to the library as well? Probably not. I didn't think so.
They don't know. No.
But, local council, once again, putting their nose in something they probably don't need to.
Maybe. This one here, though, is... I just can't believe that this wasn't already in force, and this now worries me that why did it take a local council to do it? Using a camera device to take images or recordings of any person in a City of Stirling toilet or change room without consent is now strictly prohibited.
Good for those that want to sneak away and have a little... I'd imagine, maybe it suits their narrative.
That's true.
But apart from that, you're just being a bit creepy.
Surely
strange.
How is it not already illegal on a state or federal level to record people without consent in a toilet or a change room?
Creepy.
So, I mean, I guess good on the City of Stirling for really
they're pioneers
taking
in this
the lead.
space.
Yes, the City of Stirling are pioneers in not being a perv. So good on the City of Stirling. The city as a whole, now we talked about this last week, Perth's ranking in the most livable cities. Apparently, there's lots of different surveys and newspapers.
There is one every week, to be fair.
There's a new one every week.
And we've got a new one this week.
Yes, this one is from Monocle's Quality of Life Survey 2026. We were upset last week because...
We couldn't even find us.
Sydney, Melbourne and Adelaide all hit the top 10 and we missed out completely.
So it's a new one that makes us number 20, is that right?
Yes.
So let's go through the top. Oh, Sydney are above us again. Copenhagen at 2, Tokyo at 1, Lisbon 3, Vienna. Have you been to any of these places?
No.
Say yes if you have. Tokyo, Copenhagen, Lisbon, Vienna, Sydney? No, Jesus. Zurich, Madrid, Paris, Munich, Oslo, Stockholm, Milan, Barcelona at 13, Singapore 14, Amsterdam 15. Haven't been there? Jeez, you are not well travelled. Helsinki, Seoul, Seoul, I think it is pronounced, at 17, 18 Melbourne, 19 Vancouver and Perth. What do you mean? We're tied. We can't even have 20 outright.
Nah, we just made it with Kyoto.
Jesus. What got us over the line, do you think? Maybe that 28-degree day that we had on Wednesday got Perth over the line.
The survey comprised 30 questions sent to correspondents in only 40 cities worldwide. So it was only out of 40. So we literally just hit smack bang in the middle.
That actually does sum up Perth really well. Just smack bang in the middle.
Beyond financial measures of tax rates, GDP and living costs.
It's all the boring shit. It's not. Themes of culture.
It also covered broader themes of culture, retail, hospitality and architecture. There's not a lot of architecture.
We would have scored 0 in that bracket. And then safety we're better than Sydney for safety, surely. Connectivity, is that?
No, we've got none of that.
As in like public transport, that's what I assume. Yeah, it's very low. Governance, you could argue it's low. Green space.
Good.
We have I think we have the biggest park near our CBD in the world, possibly. So that we probably would have scored 100 out of 100 there. And more, which does open it up to hopefully such things as beaches and green cactuses and
yeah, the important
shit.
Meth usage.
Yeah, all that great stuff.
All of that. Yeah, all the great stuff. Speaking of, we've got something to solve here.
Oh, yeah,
Seb,
this is
in Parliament.
This led the news, actually, didn't it? So we're going to the World Meth Championships because we've knocked out the rest of Australia. How do you decrease meth use?
Decrease? Oh, sorry, I thought we were trying to get it up.
We want it up.
Really, we need every workplace on it.
So we can go to the best in the world.
Yeah, so we're only the best in Australia. That's just not good enough. No, of course not. We don't condone that. It's not ideal here. So yeah, West Australia.
And I think we just have one day on the calendar. We all just go, all right, legal this day
like
only.
Like the purge,
but for meth.
Okay.
You can use it just on this day, and then use it any other day. We go fully strict and just go. Unfortunately, you go to the chair. You go to the electric chair. Will that still drive it under the ground? Well, I think you're still saying, look, you wait for Christmas, a meth head's Christmas. You know, imagine Armidale on that day. Imagine Midland. It'll be party central. A bit of crime, of course, but overall.
But just once a year.
Let
it out.
Yeah, get it out of your system. And then the other 364 days of the year, we go hard nose and go electric chairs just if we see anyone on it or we test someone and they're on it. Well, have you got a solution? It'd be hard to trump that.
What if? I mean, people tend to. I think people tend to prefer things when they're illegal. So what if we just legalize it?
Right. Yeah.
Regulate it.
Yeah. Well, it's like cigarettes.
And then there'll be a new thing that comes up.
Cigarettes are, that's true. It's just not cool anymore when it's legal. Cigarettes were driven underground because we priced it up so much. So we can't really control the price of meth. So you're saying if we make it legal, put a high price on it? No, because it'll still go underground, won't it? Just like cigarettes. I'm not solving any issues there. If we make it cheap, then everyone's just going to buy it. This is why we're not in Parliament.
So, you know, like there's calls at the Olympics because there's so much performance-enhancing drugs. What if there's just like a clean, well, in general sport, I suppose. What if there was like a clean weightlifting and a dirty weightlifting? So it's you're allowed to just jack up. What if we have clean workplaces
and meth workplaces?
Yes, and just see how much gets done.
I just reckon the meth places would get more done.
I think they might.
Look at this place. No.
So much
we pump out shit all the time. That's not bad either. I think we've both got some good ideas there. We'll take them to Parliament.
That is why we come to Parliament and we solve all the issues. Now, been looking forward to this one.
Battle of the Ports.
Yes, we will get to that, but just after we talk, because we think we're about to talk to Adam. So Adam, as we mentioned off the top, he's just he's a hero. He's a Perth treasure and he's a national treasure, and he's tackled a thief.
Well, is he a thief still? Because is he a would-be thief because he didn't get away? Well, let's call him a thief. He was able to get out the Dan Murphys with, I think, 7 bottles of liquor, which is a good effort, which is weird on a Tuesday or a Monday, whenever it was. I think it was a Monday. So just, I don't know, getting in early for grand final day for the Dockers in a couple of months possibly. But great story. A bloke that deserves more than 15 minutes of fame, deserves
absolutely
20.
Adam Breen, welcome to the show, mate. Look, some heroes wear capes, others just loiter outside Dan Murphy's and take down alleged thieves. Mate, how are you? What a whirlwind of a week.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy, man, I'll be honest. Definitely not used to it. But I'll take it.
For those who haven't seen
something different.
The Korean Dan Murphy's, I think it was. You're at the front of there, at least exiting the store with some drinks. I think for your birthday, which has happened recently. So happy birthday! But just walk us through it because we'll chuck it up with the video as well. But just walk through what you've seen at Dan Murphy's Korean and how you've become embroiled in this situation that you have.
Yeah, so it's basically just getting some drinks for the weekend, and I was at them like stuff. Always forget to get a trolley, so they were absolutely stacked up while I was doing a bit of a balancing act. And I've seen some sort of character walking about, and I had a look at him, but I didn't think too much of it. And then got to the counter, sort of put my drinks down, and I've seen him sort of just gap it through the till, and said to the fella in front of me, I said, "Oh, is it that easy?" And he was like, "Yeah, why are we paying for these drinks?" And then guy behind me said, "Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's the guy in the stolen car." So, put my stuff down and said, "I've got to, so if I leave this here, I've got to go out and record it." And then, got that footage, which was, pretty unexpected.
So he's got the handbrake held on. Did you happen to see inside the car as to what sort of handbrake it is? Because new cars, they can have the push-button handbrake, which I guess can be tricky in some ways. There's the foot brake for some cars, but usually it's just the handbrake. Did he just have that left up? What was...
I was in the plumbing supplies this morning getting a few bits and pieces, and one of the other plumbers was like, "Oh, I know that. Like my mum has that car. It's got the foot brake." He was like, "It's a pain in the ass." So I reckon that's probably the one. It was a foot brake, but I tell you what, some handbrake.
Yeah,
I reckon
that was a great ad for Mazda.
Crank my handbrake up that much.
It wasn't going quick. It was old.
No.
Mate, there's a few layers to this that we want to get into. Just firstly, like the way you filmed it and pretty much taken a selfie, like at the time, are you thinking, geez, I can't do this and not have it on record?
It was. I didn't even really think about it, to be honest. But it was more just for the boys. Like I was going to send it to them and have a bit of a laugh.
Just hold that thought up for the boys. Was it just for the boys, or was there any other? Was there another incentive, perhaps in the parking lot, which thought, all right, this is my moment?
Well, she was possibly. Well, she I don't even think she'd know if she was there when that went down. But no, I'm not sure she would have liked that too much. To be, I don't know. Maybe she would.
I have checked out your Instagram page, and I noticed the people you follow include the UFC, Steve Erceg, a lot of UFC fighters. Clearly, you're a big UFC man. You would have watched the fight on the weekend, or what was a lack 100%. Of a fight from McGregor. But do you train UFC at all? Because you've got him in a rear naked check hold there. That's like impressive.
I've done a bit of jiu-jitsu.
Right.
I got to like a blue belt, and then I sort of gave it up. But still actively training Muay Thai.
And you did end up with a shiner, though. We have to say. So, what did you win on points, or was it unanimous decision still?
Oh, I reckon points. Yeah, it would have been. But it would have been unanimous for sure.
Well, if you ranked your life moments so far, Adam, like your top 5, would it make the podium?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's got to be top 3.
And in terms of, just talk us through, I think everyone puts themselves in your shoes in this sort of situation where you've now got a few days of, we'll call it 15 minutes of fame. You might go on to make a podcast and be on reality TV shows, and we hope that for you. But this does sort of fit in the bracket of some blokes 15 minutes of fame. How's it been the last few days? You would have had tons of media requests. You know, you've obviously heard from us. How have you gone about that?
None bigger than this.
Yeah, of course. But how have you gone about managing that? And what's it been like now? As you know, you're a plumber, you're a hard worker, but now you've got all these people chasing you, wanting to have a chat with you, and rightfully so.
Yeah, I mean, it's been an experience the last 48 hours sort of thing, but fully expecting to just go back to being a humble plumber within maybe 2 or 3 days. But you never know. I mean, there's still people reaching out, but I don't know. It was yesterday was like full on, and I was kind of thinking, the next person to reach out, I'm just going to be like, nah, I've had enough.
So you've had enough.
But
we've just squeezed in.
What did you say before we were on air? You were like, we'll go on Big Brother, go on TV.
Well, I did
was
say
it Love
yes.
Island? Love Island might be on the cards.
Oh yeah, look, I wouldn't go past Love Island, to be fair. That'd be a bit of a laugh.
All right, well, I guess you've now that you're a hero, you're a tradie, you're a humble guy, you're a handsome guy. 20 seconds on here just to pitch your request to be on Love Island.
Geez, I'm nothing special, to be honest. So I don't. I'm not. I mean, Jesus, I'm 5 foot fuck all. When I'm a bit more handsome than I used to be. I was 104 kilos like a year and a half ago. So I've put in some work. But yeah, look, if someone out there likes me, hit me up.
One of the reports I saw this morning was from the ABC, and there was a lawyer speaking about the situation, and I saw they mentioned the fact that you could be sued for assault or going too far with your citizen's arrest. Clearly, any lawyer that took that case on would just be wanting their career to end, because as if anyone is going to jump on that. But have you thought about that at all in terms of how you went about things? It looks like you just initialized the situation and got it under control.
Yeah, I mean, like, there would be some people out there that would. I mean, I had his neck locked, but I never had the choke cranked on. Like, even when he headbutted me,
could have taken it off.
Even when he headbutted me, I was like, you fuck. But understand the position I got you in right now. But yeah, I wasn't too worried. Like, he was like screaming when the cops got there, like, because they said, "Oh, you'll be getting done for assault," sort of thing. He was like, "They assaulted me.
Really?
Just carrying on.
Wow.
Yeah, but it was. I wasn't too worried.
I also saw in one article he shat himself. Can you confirm that?
He did Dookie's pants.
Oh,
yeah.
No.
And I was a bit worried about that one.
Yeah,
I had a serious squeeze around.
That's right.
Squeeze around his waist.
On track record, you can shit your pants in public and still become Prime Minister of Australia. So he might still.
It was a pretty good defence mechanism too.
Still got to
hope. Thinking, oh no, if he's got me in the hold, I might just shit myself to get him off me.
It actually would work.
It nearly worked. It was pretty close. I was pretty happy when the police got there and rolled them off. And
what did they say? Were they pretty happy with how you went about it? What did they tell you? And is there anything ongoing from here? Do you need to present to court to be a witness?
They didn't really say too much, to be honest. A couple of them said, like, yeah, good job, but it was more just like straight into getting just like a sort of interview roadside just to get some details and that.
Nice.
Adam, thanks so much for joining us on West Bias. Of all your media requests so far, obviously this is the biggest and most reliable. So, mate, we appreciate you coming on. We better let you get back to work, doing great stuff in the community, mate, and all the best going forward in your UFC career, in your reality TV career.
Yeah, take back up the jiu-jitsu now. What after that? You got some confidence behind you. Unzip.
I might have to. I wasn't too happy with the performance. The body triangle could have been a little bit tighter, so. Yeah, all good.
All right, mate. Well, enjoy the rest of your day. Have another big weekend, and hopefully talk to you again another time.
Yeah. Cheers, boys. Have a good one.
Adam.
Wow, how good was he?
He's a ripper. In that situation, like, you're very content driven. Are you doing what Adam's done? You're probably not. You wouldn't tackle him, would you?
Oh, well, not for the content, but I think if.
He didn't say it there, but he said he was willing to let him go until he saw that he was approaching a place where kids were trying to steal another car. I know he didn't say it there, but I read that in an article. So that's when he's jumped into action. He's got a bit of fighting history with his blue belt in jiu-jitsu, but I'd struggle to see myself in that situation.
I don't know, like it's one of those fight, flight, whatever reactions where you probably don't know until it happens, and you might just get the adrenaline and be like, nah, today's my day to be a hero.
I'd just be thinking, what's that bloke got on him? Has he got a knife?
Good point.
Like, that's what I probably should have asked Adam that.
That's a good point.
Well,
by the sounds of it, I don't think Adam was thinking a whole lot.
No,
he just went springing into action here,
and that's why fucking drink prices are so high, because blokes like the bloke that Adam tackled, fucking stealing all the time. Just stop stealing, so we have to all pay $70 for our cartons. It's getting ridiculous, people.
It is.
Stop stealing.
It's way too much. So yes, stop stealing, and then you don't have to be tackled. Or if you're going to steal, at least like make it like bread and milk. It's stuff that.
Or make some content out of it too for us.
Or do that.
Big call.
Should we do that? Next video, how much alcohol can we steal in one day?
I was thinking the opposite and going, how many people can we catch running out of Dan Murphy?
Now that would actually be a service to the community.
Yeah, we wouldn't get a criminal record, but it's not a bad idea if we just get some stab-proof vests on and where would we? You'd go to, Balga Dan Murphy's and
your local,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think it's Clarkson. Like the Clarkson one's probably quite good.
Yeah, I think old Dan Murphy's unfortunately just get ganked a lot.
But yeah, you look at the prices and you go, oh, you know what?
Don't say that. Fair enough. Looks like you.
All right, on to the sports chat. We love some sports chat, mate. It's a massive week for us too.
Yeah, Battle of the Ports, as I said before. The Wharfies. Do we have Wharfies in Port Adelaide?
Well,
we would have had, right?
It's still.
Why do you guys get the Wharfie tag and we don't?
I don't know.
We just
not
never
really owned it. Really,
Nah.
like with the power, like
where the Magpies sort of thing. We don't claim
not really
the docker.
owned the actual dock heritage at Port Adelaide.
You're already starting. already having a clip. We'll put a forfeit on this. So the line at the moment, what is it? 48.5 or
Yeah, it's around that mark. I'm willing, like, I don't know. You Port Adelaide are missing a lot of players. I would actually normally see this as a danger game, but like no Zach Butters, no Jason Horne-Francis, and no Mitch Georgiades. Radagalia's been out for a month or so now.
Alira is hurt, but he'll play from all reports.
Freo are resting Bolton and
what about that disrespect?
Darcy's not coming back, which does mean that we have the big double cock milestone. Mason and Brennan are both playing game 150.
Just on Bolton, though, I heard on radio this morning, Shai Bolton was arrested player ahead of the game, and I thought, oh fuck, like Flagman, this might be the downfall of it. They meant like he's been arrested, But geez, just for a moment I thought, fuck, this could be the
two AFL players in 1 week after Josh Worrell.
What about that? Mate. Poor bloke.
Oh well, we can't know. We can't say that. We need a bit more because the vision is that blurry.
Yeah.
So we need to know if it was like a pedestrian crossing.
Tell you what, bloody good bump. I hope the girl's okay. But
yeah.
Like you take that into battle. I'd be walking behind Josh Worrell because of what he's been able to dish. I know he had a car, but he clearly knows how to go for the hips.
You're not allowed to take cars onto the ball pitch. Like, geez, how quick is Josh Worrell? He was 100 kilometres an hour down the freeway.
That's been a knock on him, his physicality. So clearly he's just been working on that, just with a car.
On just innocent pedestrians.
The lady's fine, by the way, I think. I hope.
Yeah. Was it a bloke? I'm not sure. 29 years old. That was all.
Oh, really? Yeah, I can't remember.
Either way, he took them to hospital.
That's
just failed to report it to the police in time. But
because he was at the hospital.
I agree.
Josh Worrell hater over there. The line for Port Adelaide versus Fremantle. You're thinking of $8.70. Wow, that's a big price. The line for this game, I mean, Freo to win by 25 plus is $1.25. I can't find the line, but there it is. 48.5. Sorry, handicap.
I'm willing to give you.
What are you going to give me?
60 points.
60.5 or 59.5?
59.5.
Okay, so 60 plus Port need to win by.
If Fremantle win by 60 points or more, you're going to have to put this sort of Port mentality to the test. Bring back Sam Newman's street talk in Fremantle, dressed up in Port Adelaide gear, and debate with the people of Fremantle why Port Adelaide is a better port than Fremantle.
Shit. I don't know if Fremantle people will be up for that. As in the people that live... Okay, I'll give it a crack because when I did go to Fremantle, there was a lot of people wearing Fremantle stuff. Done. So 60 plus. If Port Adelaide win... Well, no, sorry. Well, that's not going to happen. But if Freo win by less than 60, you've got to do a 7K run along West Coast Drive in a West Coast Guernsey.
Oh, no.
People know you're a big Freo man now. I think that's fair.
Oh, no.
Well, you just got to do a run. You're quick. You'll do that quickly.
In a West Coast jumper. Ooh.
In a West... Come on, that's fair.
No. It's...
I feel like it's more than...
It's brutal. It is...
West Coast Drive and West Coast Guernsey. Are we on?
So less than 60's so less than 60.
Less than 60.
Gee whiz.
Are we on?
We're on.
And it has to be, you can't go at 9 o'clock at night. Has to be between 7 and 10 a.m. on a weekend.
Okay. Yeah, okay.
So that's when it's at its peak
on Sunday.
On a West Coast.
I'll wear that ochre jumper behind you.
Yeah, perfect. I'll allow that. That's good.
Oh, no. I'm actually very, very, very nervous now.
That's a good bet. I'm happy with that. We don't speak about West Coast. Speaking of West Coast, we probably don't speak about them as much as we should on this podcast.
They've actually been quite promising.
Brisbane, they've got this week, Saturday night. We're both going to be at the game.
Yes.
I don't expect... They haven't beaten Brisbane since 2018.
They haven't, but only one of those has been at Optus.
Yeah, that's
which
also...
Which is a weird fixture quirk. They played at the Gabba every single year.
And Geelong and Brisbane have played each other 5 times since the last time West Coast played Brisbane. So they played each other round 1 last year. Then Geelong and Brisbane went on to play twice in the regular season, then maybe 2 times in finals.
Yeah,
it must have been
quali and the grand final.
Yep. And then twice already or at least once once already this year. It might have been twice already.
Twice or
So that's 6
maybe not.
times.
5 or 6.
It was definitely twice this
Yeah.
year because they played at GMHBA and they played at the Gabba. So it must have been one final. Or maybe they've played each other 6 times now. I'm not sure.
That'd be
but
6.
That's a bad
That's
fixturing
weird.
word.
I know that obviously you take the finals into account. That can't be predicted, but they do some with. Oh, there was.
Not that West
There's
Coast
always
would be
games where there's always
complaining.
times where teams have played each other twice before other teams have played each other once in a season.
Yeah.
It's just
like West Coast and Port, and we're playing Freo for the first time this weekend.
It's a great point.
Very
There you go.
strange, but good luck West Coast.
It's a bad time to get Brisbane. Really bad time to get Brisbane.
I think Willem Dersma should be closer in the betting in the markets at the moment from what I've seen around.
Rising Star.
Yeah, for the Rising Star. He was great
Jagger
again
would
on the
still be
weekend.
streaks ahead, I'd imagine.
Really?
Like that's just what I've seen. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying- I'm not-
That's
I'm
what
not
it
agreeing
is.
or
That's what
disagreeing with that,
the
but-
market says. I think it's closer than that. And we talk about Vic Bias a lot. Just a little bit of it. If Willem was playing for a Victorian side, I think you'd find the betting would be a lot closer than what it is. Not that betting means anything. It's all about the opinion of the board.
I'll tell you what it's all about. You hit the nail on the head. It's East Coast bias.
Yeah, exactly right.
Yeah, and it's ridiculous.
It's Vic Bias specifically,
It's
but
Vic
yes,
Bias.
East Coast Bias.
No, Willem's a gun, and that him and Harley in tandem in there is obviously very exciting for Eagles fans to watch. That Willem's, I know Harley's been doing it for a few years now, like a couple incredible centre bounce goals, but to see Willem do it against the Dogs, where he
It looked like
got there,
Bond.
just
And then Bond sort of did
kind of did the same.
Yeah, kicked the next 2 goals, and you thought, I'm still the champ. But yeah, it's exciting to see for West Coast fans. I think they'll be just about there next year. Hopefully, a wild card next year. Fingers crossed. Fourth
Wild
year
card
for
next
Harley.
year. Ooh,
Is that possible?
I think it probably is possible
If
because
you've got North in the mix this year, they still
good
get an
point.
easy draw. They will next year. They'd have to be in the mix. Another year
yeah,
under.
because they've
Harley.
even they lost to Port by a goal. They lost to North by a point.
Yeah, they can't be losing those games this year.
There's been, I think it was 5 games they've lost by less than 3 goals.
Yeah, okay.
So even just 2 or 3 of them have gone their way, and they're starting to move into that mix. And then you get another year behind your belt. And when you first said it, I thought that's ridiculous, and now I've considered it. Maybe the Eagles are on for a wild card.
Do you want the Freo Flights update?
Yes.
I won't put it fully out there, but the possibility of a bus going from Perth to Melbourne.
Hate it.
I know you hate it, but that is a strong possibility if Flag Mantle was to be a thing once again in season 2026.
In
I'm just gonna put it out there.
the potential chance that the Fremantle Football Club makes the grand final, possibly, maybe they're in the mix. I'm not going to say anything
I've
more than that.
noticed this. Whenever I've brought up the bus, because I'm confident Freo make it, and that's just my opinion, you do get a bit squirmish because you're worried that it'll fall over.
Extremely.
And that's fair enough because it's been a while since Fremantle were in a grand final spot like they're potentially going to be in. But a bus would be...
That'd be sick.
It'd be... If anyone's been on a Kentucky bus, they know what... I'm talking about the vibe.
Yeah,
It's sort of-
like on a Kentucky
But
through the
instead-
Greek Croatian islands. It's kind of like a Kentucky from the Alice Springs Roadhouse.
Instead of stopping in Lisbon, some of the great places, Athens, some of the Greek islands, I know you can't get a bus to a lot of them, but instead we'll be stopping in Kalgoorlie and, Sejuna, Border Village, some of the Fraser Station,
Oh, yes.
That's exactly the places you want to stay. So, look, it's been talked about here in the Backchat studios, a possibility. Hopefully we can get things in motion, and they certainly are in motion. It's just about getting off the ground. But hopefully... people would need the most passionate 40 to 50 Fremantle fans on that bus. So that'll be the plan going forward. I'll be there just to keep it. I guess what I'm saying is I want to be on the bus.
Yep.
Even though I'm not a
As you
Fremantle
should.
bus.
As you should.
I'm a Fremantle's fan,
Yes.
but the flights, and this should get you excited for the bus because the flights are getting ridiculous. So last week, 3,268.95. Since the recording of that episode, Fremantle had a very good win against the Swans. No Wolfie time again, which we predicted. I predicted it would happen. And as the game unfolded, I thought this is going to happen.
It was shaping up perfectly, wasn't
Yep.
it? It's like 2 points down at 3/4 time.
But Sydney just
Couple
shat the
lead
bed.
changes early in that quarter. It was like, could be on for a Wolf here.
Yep.
And then Freo just wharfed all over the place. Just wharfed them off the park.
I
Holy
got wharfed
fuck.
on. It was on my face.
It was everywhere.
It was kind of gross, but it kind of turned me on too. It was good to see. But the flights from last week, 3,268.95, the exact same this week, which is good.
Okay. So there's no. I think it's at this stage, like it's probably more a matter of time than
Is it?
results.
Yeah, I
I
was
don't think
thinking
there's
that.
any. I don't know. I don't think there's any going to be any more results.
Had to be the start.
That
It was
spiked
definitely
it.
results. Like
Yes.
at the start, it had
Yes.
like. But then again, the flights would not be that much if Fremantle were 8th and battling
course
for a
not.
spot. And they'd
It
be
was
still
that-
2.5.
that- Brisbane win away, and then
Yeah.
like.
Yeah, even the North win for some reason got them that spiked
Because
by
they just
300 or 400 bucks.
like
yeah.
that was the biggest wharfing that you could ever wharfy.
Unless Flight Centre just don't understand footy and sort of just pick and choose when to put it up. And Fremantle going, all right, chuck it back up again. But hopefully it comes down without Fremantle having to lose games, because the bus is something I'm very excited in getting forward. And if Fremantle start to shit the bed, then I'll be more nervous about spending a lot of money on the bus that doesn't actually need to go to Melbourne.
Now, what's even more heartbreaking for the majority of the Perth community than Fremantle not making that grand final is last night's World Cup result, because 95% of the northern suburbs are English, and they've been heartbroken. I didn't get up for it. I watched the
I
highlights.
saw from probably the 55th minute. I saw all 3 goals, sort of as I was glancing up. England, in fact, I didn't see England's goal. That's when I tuned in after that, 1-0. And yes, they seemed to park the bus and let the tyres out of the wheels with no intention of going forward at all, which was an interesting tactic, considering they were only 1-0 up. Yes. And then the 2 goals from Argentina were very good, classy goals, but it was only a matter of time, because when you're that talented with your team, you're probably going to score against a team that are just trying to defend for all hell.
Yeah. Because I just watched the highlights without knowing the score.
Oh, you do that on purpose?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I can,
Get surprised.
Yeah, it's a bit of a
So
surprise.
you woke up and just went straight to the highlights.
Yeah.
Without seeing it.
Just like hoping you don't see any spoilers.
Sort of trying to
and then you get on the
close your
video,
eyes
and
a
then you're
bit.
just like, all right, we're on the video.
Yeah.
And look, as a Scottish ancestry Australian, you sort of, at this World Cup, I supported 3 teams, being Scotland, Australia, and whoever plays England. So it was big relief, massive relief.
I
That
would've
they're
loved
not
to-
going to go all the way.
Like, I don't mind. Like, the support is awesome, and you would have liked to seen the support of the English fans around Perth.
No, really?
I would have, but then them probably losing would have been just as good in the final.
In the final.
It would have been great. But Argentina clearly, are they the favourites? I'd say
Yeah.
they'd have to be favourites, right? Euro champs
and
versus
they-
the reigning World Cup champs.
Yeah, they're on a level. Though people seem to think that it's rigged. People seem to think that FIFA just love the Argentinians.
FIFA are very corrupt.
Oh, massively.
Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised.
But I don't know what the motive is there. Like,
Yeah, why Argentina?
I'm actually not sure.
It might have something to do with ticket sales, but I feel like England would do really good for ticket sales and eyes on the game as well. So who
Now, I
knows?
don't want to make any rash sort of like big calls, as like I love football, but not an expert of the world
me
game.
either.
But Lionel Messi looks a player.
I think he's got a big future ahead of him. Yeah.
Just looks good on the ball. Good finishing ability. Moves well. Pretty quick. Only small, but I'm gonna go out on a limb and say he could have a career in the game.
If there was a Rising Star Award for football, which I'm sure there is, he should be definitely in the conversation. This is how blokes who actually just don't watch football/soccer sound and talking about the World Cup when they got no idea. And we don't have much. I know who Leo Messi is. He's one of the guys. Jeez, he's been around for a long time though.
Yeah, he has. Yeah, he must be like 36, 37
I think he's
now.
38.
38.
Is he 38?
Jeez.
Was his
Yeah,
birthday
this
at the
has to
start
be his
of the
last
World
World Cup then, right?
Yeah.
But to be fair, the way
I said
he's
that last
going-
time. I said that last time. I thought, oh yeah, that's great to see him go out on a high. And then I was like, fuck, Messi's back again.
39.
39, yeah, okay, let's get
Can he play at 43? Look, probably.
I'd back him in.
Didn't he scored in every group stage game. He
He hasn't scored at all in the finals or the bracket stage.
He's washed.
Yeah, he's washed.
He's washed. He's done. Anyway, no, it would be good.
Drop him.
Argentina, Spain. So now I think I want Spain to win the final. I think.
Yeah,
I actually don't really care.
I honestly don't care. Yeah.
Just a good
I would
game.
have cared if it was England and I would have gone hard Spain, but I just don't care. Also, just on England, where is the highest population of English people in? You said the northern suburbs, and I totally agree with that. In WA, highest English, I would say,
Like a suburb itself?
Yeah, a suburb itself. Say at the end of 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
Carramar.
What'd you say?
Carramar.
I said Padbury.
Okay.
I don't know Carramar that well, but is that even further north than
Yes,
Hillary
and a
/
bit further east.
Yeah, okay. Well, people can let us
even
know.
up like
Where's the most English populated suburb in Perth? I feel like it's Padbury, but I could be wrong.
I'll see if we can crunch the numbers on that. Now, we've been doing this last couple of weeks. Google reviews, just having a look at some of Perth's finest places and seeing what people are saying about them.
So you're
just in case you want to go to these places.
You're taking care of the train stations specifically at the moment, and that's just a gold mine for content. And I've got landmarks, places
Fantastic.
you might want to see.
That's right.
All right, you lead us off.
So last week I had Joondalup. There's a couple that just said it didn't offer the services that they were after. So
Which is a train. It's probably fair.
this time we've gone McIver, which is a notorious train station in Perth. So I'm not particularly hopeful. It has 61 reviews in total at an average of 2.5.
That was a
Bang
smack
average,
bang in
that's
the
a pass.
middle. Yeah.
C's get degrees. But Mark has given it 1 star, and Mark says, if you want to suffer a random assault from some of our friendly locals, this is the place to be. Avoid it. Seriously, most would say avoid Perth City in general. But even in the cesspit called Perth CBD, there are places that should be avoided more than others. This is one of them.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. Pretty direct.
I've got the Kings Park.
Great.
Surely no one can hate on Kings Park. This one from Kayleen, who's done 281 reviews in her history, so clearly she knows a thing or two about reviews. This was 7 years ago. One of the largest city parks in the world. Bring your picnic, kids and friends. Walk all over. Check out the plants. Plenty of spaces for the kids. Adults to play as well. 2 dedicated children areas. City views. Love Kings Park. 1 star.
Oh,
So just, despite the fact you've done 281 reviews, you don't know how the star system works. Zarina, very beautiful place with ample car park and kids playground. Lots of variety, trees and plants. Must see. 1 star. There seems to be
crowd.
really, well, I don't know. Their description is different to how they're reviewing it. Angela, it is a very good place to be. Zamia restaurant and cafe, excellent. Friendly and relaxed atmosphere. I just love it. And it is always good for children. 1 star. And finally, KS, who I think gives a deserved 1 star. Up on a hill across the Blue Lake, that's where I had my first heartbreak. So thoughts with KS, who has given 34 reviews. I haven't looked through the other 33 to see if there was any other places where KS had a heartbreak. But mixed reviews there. I think that is literally mixed reviews.
bit of confusion on the star system there.
1 star is, number 1, or is it 1 out of 5? Just work it out, guys.
At McIver, Jonathan says, cold and scary, lol. We'll add pictures when I'm free, but stay safe. 5 stars.
Lots of lol again.
Awesome. That woman said that she had her first heartbreak at Kings Park. Is that right?
KS, whether it's a she or a he.
Now, so me and you host a quiz night on Wednesdays in Scarborough. Last night, it was just me, but it was quite an exciting one. One of the team names said so and so. Can't remember the name. Let's go with let's go with Adam.
Yeah,
just
okay.
off the bat. It wasn't our boy.
Very
Adam,
creative. Yep.
It wasn't our boy Adam. But the team name was like Adam, who is outside right now, just lost his virginity. So I've seen at the halftime break, I've seen that, and I'm like, oh, that's funny. And they were like, yeah, he's actually outside. So in the second half, at the start of the second half, I'm like, guys, I've just heard some massive news. Someone in this building has just lost their virginity, and everyone's like, yeah. I feel like I'm like, all right, wait till the end, and we'll find out. So I actually brought him up on stage for an interview at the end, and just he talked through his story. He said it happened like in a car just outside the pub we were at.
Well, that's what I was concerned about. It didn't happen in the toilets, did it? It's a Wednesday night, Adam.
Not.
So it's just happening outside in the car.
Yes. Well, according to the report,
Adam.
according to Adam and his friends, that's what happened.
His name wasn't Jay Cartwright, really. Was it?
Completed it, mate.
Sex, completed it.
Yeah, one in the car out there, one in the toilets back there. All right, Jay.
It is a strange, strange sort of attractor. The El Grotto quiz night, which we enjoy.
It is. We do enjoy
Hey,
it.
come down and see us.
Come down.
So.
Now, lastly, before we shoot out to the Ferris wheel, before it gets too wet, oh, you're kidding. So I had a property here. I had a property in Hamilton Hill. I'll try and it says it's been deleted, which is weird. I'll try and regain this photo. Pretty much, this house in Hamilton Hill, there's a short fence and then there's a BP next to it, and could not be brighter. You know, like a filling station. The LEDs are like
massive.
Like where's it?
Yeah.
Like it's like Optus.
People
like
have an issue with the Macca's sign. I think there's one in Wembley, and like it glows, gold, which is great.
Did we talk about people had problems with the church? I think it was like inner north suburbs kind of thing, and there was a big cross which just. It's like Jesus is with you in your front room because it's shining through your window. So if I find it, I'll put it up. But look, the guy on Reddit said, "Imagine living here. You've just got floodlights just coming raining down into your windows,
and the prices are only increasing as well.
Yeah, it still costs 1.73 million.
Salt in the wound.
All right, Sabby. Well, we're going to take on the adventure of the Perth Ferris wheel. We're going to review it. We're going to see if you're sold on it. See if you like the views.
I'm open to being sold, but I doubt it. Ferris wheels overrated in my book right now.
And did just look up, can Ferris wheels operate in rain? And it says in the light rain they generally can. So we're going to hope that we can actually get on.
Could be.
And if we do, I'm going to try and do a top 5 things to do in Perth in winter. I got some big ones.
And we'll wrap up the show out there.
We'll wrap the show up here, and that'll release as a separate video over the weekend. So enjoy that one. That'll be out on socials. Speaking of socials, follow us at West Buyers on Instagram.
I think we've cracked 300 now.
400. It's getting up to the half thousand.
You know what I've noticed? And we will address this soon. Some of our reels are getting a lot of shares. And a lot of them are the ones that happen to have my eye only moving in one place. So we will address that. For those listening and wondering, hey, how's his eye do that? Not lazy. That's a fun fact. It's a nice tease. I will reveal more soon.
Well, that's a cliffhanger. All right, so let's go.
Thanks, Itzy.